When you struggle with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, you get used to not feeling 100%. I thought that was how it had to be. Until I discovered the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. They told me about new medications that weren't around back when I was diagnosed. They helped me find a specialist who gave me a new treatment plan. I'm feeling better than I ever thought I could. Don't settle for not feeling your best. Take action today to take care of yourself. Spill your guts. Learn more at spillyourguts.org.
And welcome to Daybreak. I'm Deb Uren. I am the owner of Great Energy LLC and also the treasurer of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles. I'm the manager at Oxford Community Television. And Deb's had so many positions at the Chamber of Commerce. You've been there for so long. God bless your heart.
I know.
It's hard to remember.
You know, and I don't know why. I almost said secretary,
right.
And that's one position, the only position I've never had.
Don't say that too
I
loud.
know, and I never will. Nope.
And if you miss a meeting, you're going to get it.
That's the way.
Usually what happens.
That's what happens. Yep.
Right.
For sure.
It's a good position, but if you don't need all of them
no,
at once.
No. Thank you. But listen, today we want to start out with talking about the scholarship awards for our Oxford High School seniors. I'll tell you, this year the Chamber, once again, is partnering up with Genesis Credit Union.
Yeah.
And we were, as the board of directors, we were provided with the top 13 essays, and there was even a poem included in one of those.
That was impressive.
That were chosen by Genesis Credit Union, and we as the board members, we had to vote for our top 4, and then it was all calculated together through our choices from all of our board, and also the choices from Genesis Credit Union to decide who our winners were going to be. So right now we do not know our results yet, but I just wanted to talk a bit about the writings that we had presented to us were just incredible this year.
Yeah, the creativity of telling their story, and of course it was what does Oxford mean to them.
Yes,
was the theme, and of course those students, those seniors, were here during the 2021, November 30th. Anyhow,
right.
That's a day that'll go on in history in Oxford, but. They were. They all related how that experience affected them, and how that will affect their lives going forward. And wow, they matured too quickly because of that event, I think. But it really made these children very thoughtful. Oh, these students, not children, but very deep thinkers.
Very deep thinkers, and the creativeness of their writings and sharing. I don't even want to say a story, but their experience and how it did affect them, and how it will be with them for really the rest of their lives, like it will be for so many. But how the community of Oxford really just they were there to help.
Yeah, you know, what rang true in almost every one of those we're still a small town community, and we all pulled together to get through that ugly event, and it wasn't going to define us.
Exactly.
And that just seemed to be a theme. It's almost like they all got to chat about it, and they didn't.
No.
It was really fun to. I felt honored to be a part of reading those essays.
That's the whole thing, honored, because the community doesn't doesn't have that opportunity.
Right.
And at the same time, the Oxford Women's Club, which I was a part of for a number of years, and that's where I had my first experience because I was on that committee, the scholarship committee. And that's the whole purpose of the Oxford Women's Club. They do their fundraisers throughout the year, and all of their funds they allocate towards scholarships for the senior graduating class.
So cool.
And this year, Oxford Women's Club, they're presenting 6 $2,000 awards.
That's crazy.
That is amazing.
Good for them. I know that they had a difficult time during COVID,
Yes.
even raising funds, and they were still able to give scholarships away. But this is banner for them. That's really great.
This
Good for them.
truly is to have that much money going for these kids. And
Wow.
there's a variety. I know back in the day when I was on the club, we had like 5 questions. And I don't know, how they're doing it now, of course, but we had 5 questions, and it was just amazing to hear how each individual answers these questions. And I'm just so proud of this community.
Yeah.
And so proud that we're able to do, for a small community, that we're able to do this for our graduates. So
It's amazing how many organizations in the community do that as well. I know the Rotary Club does it.
Yep.
The veterans give out scholarships, and they may not be, the $20,000, $30,000 sports scholarships, but I know my son was able to buy books and a computer with the scholarships that he got from our own community, which I, as a parent, oops, sorry, Kyle, sorry about that. I, as a parent, was really grateful to the community for that.
well, sure.
And I don't know if people really think of that. You're helping parents out too.
You sure are.
It's really
yes.
great.
Yes. It's truly a big benefit. So with that being said, we just want to share with you, at least for the Oxford Women's Club, they've got some fundraisers that are coming up that do help to support these scholarships. And they have, with Wojos, going to either of their Wojo locations, either Ortonville or Davison, on Wednesday, May 24th, or Thursday, June 1st. If you just mention the Oxford Women's Club, when you check out, Wojos donates 10% of that sale. It's not you making that sale, but the larger your portion that you're purchasing for your own good, Wojos is then going to be able to give 10% towards the Oxford Women's Club. And just to give that support to Wojos, there's going to be events that are taking place for canine stray rescue.
Yeah. So if you just mention Oxford while you're at the cash register,
Yes.
you might help somebody out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just, I mean, Wojos is,
They're great.
They're really great about helping and supporting these fundraisers. So you've got your Oxford Women's Club going there. You've got for the canine stray. And didn't you say there was another one? Are we missing something?
I don't think so.
Okay. But just going forward with the Oxford Women's Club, they've got a fashion show, so just save the date. They'll have a fashion show, which once again is going to be a fundraiser, and that's going to be all the way in October 11th. And back in the day, I was one of their models at one time.
Oh, fun.
So that was how I got to meet Kim Rose in Kim Rose Fashion. So there's just for this community here alone, just to support these locals so that they're able to help out with the scholarship is really wonderful. So
We're going to take a little break.
yes, I think it's time for a little break, but we'll be right back. Okay, so don't go away. We do have a lot to share with you today.
Boom, dicky, boom, dicky, boom, dicky, boom, dicky, boom, dicky, boom, dicky, boom, dicky.
Welcome back to Daybreak. Well, you know, spring is here, and even though you see those pumpkins behind us, you know, it just kind of makes you keep you on your toes there. But it is springtime, and unfortunately, it's raining. It's been chilly.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to finally being able to get out into the garden, get that thing started, and doing the mowing and just getting out into the fresh air.
And they did last weekend. The students from Oxford did an Oxford Gives Back, no matter whether it was raining, snowing. I drove home the other night, Monday night I think it was. I was driving home from Oxford, and it was snowing so hard I could hardly see. It was one of those that hit your windshield, and I was like, I'm pretty sure we're still in the spring and didn't miss summer altogether, did we? But yeah, we're still having the events anyhow around here.
Right, you know, this is Michigan. As I keep hearing everybody say, this is Michigan. We never know.
Right.
We never know what kind of weather we're going to be having.
Right.
And even our forecasters, you know, they can predict what it's going to be, and even sometimes they're a little bit
They're
wrong.
as surprised as we are, I think.
But it is springtime. It is springtime, at least on the calendar. So
Yeah,
with
we're
that,
already into May.
I know.
and coming up on June already.
I can't believe it. You know, we just had a Coffee Connect on May 2nd. That was out at Journey Lutheran Church, and that was a huge turnout for that, which our Coffee Connects are really very, very good.
They're growing.
They certainly are. So the one in June, it'll be June 6th, which as always is the first Tuesday of the month from 8 o'clock till 9 o'clock in the morning. That one's going to be out at Burdick Street Equipment, out on Burdick Street, 43 East Burdick Street. So that's going to be interesting. I don't believe I've ever been to one out there.
No,
and I love going to Burdick Street.
Yeah.
We always have to get, you know, our supplies
Your
from them.
chains sharpened and all that.
Right, exactly.
Steve's a good guy.
He is. He attends a lot of our mixers, and I'm not sure about Coffee Connects, but I know for mixers I see Steve there a lot. So wonderful. Let me see. Our network at noon is going to be Wednesday, November 10th, and that's going to be out at McDonald's.
Wednesday, what day?
I
May
say
10th.
November.
You said November?
Boy, oh
because
boy,
of
our
the snow.
season.
That would be May 10th.
See, once again, we got
it's
to
that
keep on our
snow.
toes here.
Oh,
I'm
and we
sorry.
have those pumpkins in the background.
No, that
funny.
was
No, it does
May
not
10th.
fall.
May 10th from 4 to 6. So that's where, or I'm sorry, May 10th from noon to 1. And that'll be at our McDonald's just north of town on Lapeer Road there.
Nice.
So, you know, we're also having, and I'm not sure if the class is full, if there might be a few more tickets available, but we're having that awareness class that's going to be at the Oxford Fire Department. That one's going to be May 17th, and that's a 2-hour class that's going to be from 9 to 11. And with that, it's just basically really aware of getting into situations. If somebody were to come into your store and all of a sudden start to choke or something, what is the best way to handle a situation like that? So we're very fortunate that our new chief at the fire department is going to be having that class. And like I said, I think Amy said there were just a few more seats available, but if you're interested in that, please just reach out to our chamber office and let them know, and then we'll see about getting you into that.
And if that does fill up before you get registered, OCTV will be filming that.
Oh.
To make people aware that are going to be there, even though it's a public event. Somebody mentioned that they should be made aware of it. So, okay, I'm making people aware of it, but I'm also letting you know that if you miss it, we will have it on OCTV.
Excellent, excellent. And that is, that's being sponsored by Brick Financial.
Thank you.
So got to make sure we get that in there as well. And then we've got our golf outing that's coming up. So that is sold out.
Oh, is it? Oh, wow. Okay,
out.
that's fabulous.
So I know that Amy is, she's got a waiting list. So just in case people have to cancel, a week or two before that, she's able to fill in those spots. So if it's something that you didn't quite make it in on time to register, hey, just once again give the office a call and Amy can put you on the wait list there.
And there's still room for volunteers.
Oh yes, we can definitely use volunteers. That's what Terry and I are. We're volunteers. You'll see us around the course. You'll see us at the very beginning, checking in and taking care of the auction items and such. So
and
that's
good food too.
Oh,
Even if you can't make it, or it's too full,
you can come for
put
lunch.
yourself on the waiting list and come for lunch.
I know. Unfortunately, I can't remember what the lunch tickets are, but you don't have to be a golfer. You can come in and be there for lunch, which is like Terry said, really, really good food. So that's Friday, June 16th. And I think as far as our upcoming events go, that's pretty much it. There's going to be an open house on Tuesday, May 23rd, out at Capella's. Now that's going to be on, 3511 Trade Center Way in Lapeer. Now, Capella's has been chamber members of ours for a long time, so we like to support our chamber members, but they do air conditioning and furnaces and cooling and, all sorts of stuff. So and this is their new facility.
Oh, good. We get to see that.
We get to see
nice.
that.
Very
So
good.
once again, that's going to be an open house from 4 to 8 on Tuesday, May 23rd.
No registration.
No registration for that. Nope. So if you're able to attend that, you'll see lots of new stuff.
And then
out
we
there.
just had a ribbon cutting at
Paramount.
Thank you.
Paramount. Boy,
escaped
and
me.
that
There
talk
was a
about
lot of
spring
people.
weather.
Oh yeah.
That was a beautiful spring
Right, it was a
day.
really nice day.
Lots of people were
Oh,
there.
cracked me up. So I pulled up, and Dan was there with the camera. So that'll be on OCTV as well. But there wasn't really anybody there yet. And then pretty soon the door opened, and it was like a Chinese fire drill or whatever they call that. People just kept coming out. And there was a lot of people at that event.
There, and
Awesome.
even the photos that we shared on Facebook and that it
There's
doesn't
a
even
crowd.
justify
Yeah.
the amount of people that were there.
So welcome.
Which is really, what support for a new business in town. They're not a new business. They
Right.
have their place out in Romeo, and that's where we met them. My husband and I met them for the first time. But now they're here in Oxford, and they're there Monday through Friday, and they're going to extend hours as time goes on.
And that's a roofing company, right?
They do
home
roofing
repair.
and gutters
Oh, okay.
and maybe siding as
Oh, okay.
well.
Wow, nice.
So I know the roofing and gutters for sure. So, but that was another exciting ribbon cutting.
That was a
And
big
I don't
one.
see anything in the real near future for upcoming ribbon cuttings. So don't have anything to report on that yet. Groundbreaking out at McLaren Oakland Oxford campus.
That was
So
a
that's
biggie.
going to start building soon.
Yay.
So yay. So with that being said, we're going to take just another really quick break, but don't go away. We've got one more thing. We've got a few more things to talk about.
Yeah, sure do.
Okay? So see you soon.
Boom, tick it, 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 boom, tick it.
Damage caused by tornadoes is devastating and traumatic. After these storms, dishonest contractors show up, hoping to make a quick buck from your insurance claim. They'll promise anything if they can get you to sign a contract, collect your payment in advance, and ultimately do no work at all. Avoid being the victim of contractor fraud. Get estimates from at least 3 contractors. Check references, and remember, if you didn't request it, reject it.
To report fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB. This is a public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
Welcome back to Daybreak. We've got a lot to share with you. What's going on out here?
There's a lot going on out here for Parks and Recs. Oxford's really busy, or OCTV's really busy these days. It's amazing. Everybody's busy at all points of the day at OCTV now. It's really great. I love it. We've got ongoing thing with canine stray rescue. So if you're looking for a pup, you look at any of our programming and you'll be able to see that canine stray rescue gig in there.
Good.
Joe goes out and does like a 5-10 minute thing and features a dog. We also have features for Pease, Pan Equus Animal Sanctuary, and they're located on 940 Hummer Lake Road. We are trying to feature the animals that they have out there. So just a bit of a background on that. They rescue large animals, farm animals, and they live out their life there. It's not like they rescue them and adopt them out. They don't. Those animals stay put. A lot of their horses are work horses. They had been on the Amish farms and they're no longer able to do the work, so they just live out their life there. So we are featuring each animal out there, hoping to get sponsorships. They run that farm strictly on donations. So they're doing the weekend of Mother's Day, they're doing an open barn, and what that means is anybody can go there and walk amongst those animals. They don't keep them in pens, they don't keep them in the barn while people are walking around. So you can take your kids out there, they can experience farm animals firsthand, they can pet the horses, the goats. It's like you have a nice little family around you. The goats are wonderful. They've got about 30, could be wrong, don't quote me, probably about 30 goats out there.
Wow.
They're just lovely. And then I did a piece out there with them, with a woman by the name of Leslie Cyrenisi, and she's an animal communicator, and she is the most interesting person. I'm not sure that piece isn't, I had to leave town unexpectedly, so I'm not sure that that piece is on the air yet. So keep an eye out for Leslie Cyrenisi, and she's getting so big that I feel honored that she did an interview with me. She's now speaking at colleges throughout the country. Arizona, Ohio, it's amazing.
Wow.
And she splits her time between here and Montana. And speaking of Montana, we used to have an employee here, his name was Andy Curtis. I'm just bragging about OCTV right now. Andy did a internship kind of thing here and then became an employee. And we all knew, we said within 3 months he wasn't going to stay. And he didn't last very long. He got a job right away at a major market station in Helena, Montana, which is their capital.
Yes.
He started out, he wanted to do sports, I think, sports anchor, and he started out as the weather guy out there, but he worked his way up and he's now the 5 o'clock anchor. He also now has his own half-hour television program that features nature in Montana, hunting and fishing, etc. He's the host, and he was just this week nominated for an Emmy. So I'm bragging about Andy Curtis and his family.
And he
here in
started
Oxford.
here
He started
at
here. He's an Oxford
OCTV.
grad. Yep, went to Michigan State University. So I'm bragging about him, and also our Alexis. I'm not going to give you the end result, but she's been interviewed by 3 major stations in Detroit, and there is a end result, and it's a good one for her.
Fantastic.
I'm not going to tell yet until it's well known, but she was offered a position yesterday.
Oh,
so I'm so proud of her.
Congratulations,
So that's
Alexis.
what's going on with OCTV. We're really, and thank you to the Village of Oxford. Let me get into this a little bit. Years ago, the Village of Oxford, so we get paid by franchise fees. That's the money that keeps us going. And those franchise fees come from people that subscribe to the cable provider. That money goes through each municipality, Addison Township, the Township of Oxford, and the Village of Leonard, Village of Oxford. Addison, Leonard, and the Village of Oxford have chosen to keep half of those franchise fees and forward the other half to us. The township gives us our full amount. However, as of last village meeting, Oxford Village meeting, they're so pleased with what we're doing in the community that they've changed the split and they're giving us 75% of our fees now. After it was 2007, I made the recommendation when I was on the council to cut those fees in half because we weren't doing as much as we should have been doing. So That was in 2007. How many years is that? After that many years, that council is showing us that they appreciate what we're doing for the community. And I'm so proud of Oxford Village Council for seeing that. They're paying attention. And it's hard because it's hard for board members to understand the money split and what we actually do for the community. So congratulations to the Oxford Village Council for seeing how important we are to this community.
Well, and you guys are. I mean, you're always out and about. You're shooting every single game that that take place at the schools, and I mean, it's just so important. And that's why I enjoy coming here to share just my portion of what takes place with the chamber in Oxford here. So
that's what we're supposed to do, is get the word out. I always say this, we're the front porch of the community. We need to, I don't talk a lot about the DDA, and I should. We need to tell everybody everything that's going on in the community. And so I will mention Concerts in the Park starts in June.
Oh my gosh, and that's
coming up.
That's right around the corner.
Yep. And another thing that's right around the corner is Mother's Day. I mentioned Peas, Pan Equus. Take your mom to Pan Equus on the Mother's Day weekend, and you can look up their website and find out the time. I think they are open from 10 to 1 on. It's the Saturday of Mother's Day weekend. And then also, which I think that's the 13th of May, there is a grand opening and ribbon cutting out here at Seymour Lake Park for the Farmers Market and the Farmers Market building, which is the Davis building.
Yes.
And Ron Davis will be here for the dedication of that building to the Davis family, and it's the Davis Family Farmers Market building. So let me see, the hours for that is I think 9 o'clock in the morning, and then they're having something in the afternoon. So go on to the Parks and Recs website and get the details as to when they should come to that, and that's oxparksrec.org.
Okay.
I think, I'm sure. Yep, .org.
Yep.
Org. There's also Farmers Market, that's FARMERS Market at oxparkrec.org, so you can find out additional information from there. I also know that they're still looking for farmers and farmers' wares, farmers' goods. And I know that's kind of difficult in the early summer, but who knows? Talk to Phil Castoni and find out what he needs. He's the new director over at Parks and Recs. That's one Parks and Recs. I forget what the rest of them are. Oh, there's a gentleman that we had on our television programming. He's doing a presentation on the Hudson's building. That's through Parks and Recs. So go onto their website. There's that. There's a woman that does a presentation below the 45th parallel, which is really cool. There's also, and I'm really excited about this, an Antiques Roadshow, and that's June 23rd. Get on their website, oxparksrec, and find out all the cool things they have going. Our website is occtv.org. We're always looking for volunteers, and we could really use a MC or a host for soccer games. None of us know soccer games very well, so we need somebody to help us call soccer games. So give us a call, 248-628-9658, and I overtalked.
That's okay.
I always do.
That's okay. That's because we have so much that we enjoy sharing with everybody. And there's so much going on. But we are so thankful that you took the time to be with us today and to listen to everything that we wanted to share with you. And we wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, a wonderful month. And until next time, take care.
Be safe.
active and healthy as we age starts with strong bones. To keep your bones strong, you need calcium, vitamin D, and regular exercise. A bone density test called DEXA helps detect low bone mass and bone disease called osteoporosis. If you're 65 or older, Medicare provides free bone density tests every 2 years. Ask your doctor to schedule yours. For more information on how to be bone strong, visit pathtogoodbonehealth.org.
Mental health disorders are serious and treatable conditions. Isolation, loneliness, and changes in behavior could be signs that someone you know is suffering from depression. Learn how to recognize when family or friends are in crisis and what you can do to help. Mental health does matter. Contact the Resource and Crisis Helpline with your concerns at 1-800-231-1127.